City at MetLife Stadium. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, Mike Glennon, who played his college ball at North Carolina State.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Glennon. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 58 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Carson again.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
The 3rd.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 13 carries, 56 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 22, Glennon. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Glennon. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 45-yard line.
On second down, it's Mack pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Andrew Adams there to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down, Glennon. And this is caught at the 8. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kelvin Harmon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Jets on for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Aguilar has it.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41.
And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Ward. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play, is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Cody Parkey set.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27.
New York ready to go again offensively. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
47-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa. A big test for the Bucs at home as they'll square off against the LA Chargers. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Chris Moore returning it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26.
Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right? And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's going to look deep here for Ward.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Glennon. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The previous play is under review.
Now Parkey for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Mack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Mack. And some room to run now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Glennon, his pass caught at the 4.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Mack. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lots of look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man, Chris Moore.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 10.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And finding the tight end Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Wilson.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Denver.
They run it with Carson. There's the stiff arm. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 15. That's complete to Ward. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the pickup. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jets, 14.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
24, Jets 14.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Glennon. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw here. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He completes this one to Mack.
Complete to
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Another Jets.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Keeps himself upright. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Leads to second and goal.
On second and goal, Glennon. Escapes the sack. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
A 33-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
24-24.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 51 yards for the win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.